Hey guys, Michael here. Hey man, lots of fun has happened since my last few videos here. I admit I was a bit of a mess the other night, but anyways, I have some great stuff for you guys today, and ooh, I am excited for this. There was one technique I did leave out. I'm going to save that for a later video, but you guys are going to love it when I release it later. I just want to use these to get it started. Now, I'm going to show you guys today some more advanced techniques that you can use with energy. And, you know, this is just basically going to be expanding your senses and showing you guys a lot more what you can do with it besides just your hands and, expanding your aura and stuff. So, like, these are not the most well-known methods out there, but I've researched them, and a few that I've actually made myself. Well, I'm actually the one, but yeah, I'm only giving you guys two here. And like, I also want you guys to know, like, I've made a Facebook page, and I'm going to be sharing a lot more information than I was on the other group I was sharing the information with. And I'm going to put my Facebook page in the link below of this video, and so you guys can come there. And I'm going to be posting a ton of information there, a lot more than I was in the group. So it's going to be awesome. If you guys want to see extra information, come there. And there'll be bonus videos to like what I've already done, and some sneak peeks into the next day or week or what I'm going to be doing next. And I'll be keeping some stuff on what I'm doing, what I'm meditating on, and any energy gateways that are coming along, seasonal energy stuff like the equinoxes and other stuff like that. I'll be posting a lot to make sure I keep you guys up to date with what's going on. Anyways, to start this video off, I'm going to show you guys what I've been working on here. And just like usual, we have the challenge here, and this is day 5. And if you guys have been following along so far, I'm proud of you. I mean, these have not been easy challenges, but to start off, like I showed you guys in an earlier video, like, your body has a huge energetic anatomy, and this is just a very basic view here. This is just a very basic view, and what you'll notice is these energy exchange points. Did I say, whoa, ports? I meant ports, but uh, all have areas you can push energy out of. Like anything that I've listed that has a pentagon is an energy exchange port. Now, you can push energy out these all you want. And this also, I'm going to zoom in here. Like, let's see. Don't know if you can see that real well. Like, you can see the hair. Those are also energy exchange ports. And I'm going to get into what the hair is all about in just the next few minutes. Now, now what you guys know so far, that you have a very complex energy anatomy, and this isn't very much talked about in science very much, but you see it a lot more in like Chinese medicine and a lot more other like cultures like that, like mostly in the Eastern cultures you'll see that, and there'll be a few others that have these. But anyways, I'm going to get into like energetic anatomy in a much more advanced form in my later videos, but these are the basics that you just need to know. Anyways, I'm going to show you guys how to like why your hair is important and why you should keep it around. And there was some information I didn't put in the document here, but I'll explain it here in this video. All right, now the hair, not only does it contain memories, but it also contains your personality and like how much, like what it's accumulated over the years and such. And it's a sensory organ for energy. Now, you guys have probably noticed, like, when your hair stands up or whatever. Like when you're in danger, your hair will stand up, and it'll tell you when you're in danger. Now, back in the, I think it was in the Vietnam War, and there's quite a few other instances where this happened, but this specifically was a documented case in the Vietnam War. They took Indian scouts from the reservations, and what would happen is they would notice like these scouts had pretty much supernatural abilities, basically to scout out the terrain, know their surroundings, know where enemies and animals were, and what the changes in the weather were like. It was phenomenal, and they wanted these scouts to scout the rough terrain in Vietnam. So what they did is they recruited them after extensive research, and some were approached. Now, what they noticed is like um, after they were recruited, they seemed to lose all their supernatural abilities. Why? Why did they lose those? It's because they cut their hair. Like every time their hair was cut, and they would lose their supernatural abilities. Now, the army investigated into this because they noticed that, and they began to question the men why. And each of them currently replied, "It's because our hair's been cut." Now, it's not very well known what's like the energy processes in the hair. I'm still researching that myself. What I have noticed right here is there's lots of these fine sensory like fibers, so to speak, kind of like right along the edges of inside, just a little bit outside the hairs, that are very tuned to sensing energy, even more so than one might expect, like on even the level of some of your aura and stuff. So it's kind of very interesting to see how well tuned your hair is to actually sensing things. So what you'll guys be, and like to more into the story, like what they did for testing to make sure this was all correct, and this was done scientifically. They took two guys, and they did this multiple times with different men, but they each had them in a pair. At first, they would have both of them kept their hair long, two scouts, and then they would cut the other one short. Now, in the beginning, when both of them had their hair, both would be able to perform tests and succeed in them very well, and able to perform tracking abilities of supernatural like feats. But when the other one had his hair cut, he would begin to fail his tests, and he would lose his ability to be able to track. And it's very sad, but yeah, don't try to cut your hair all off, guys. It's not great. And I know if for those of you in the military or whatever, you have to. And the hair does grow back, and eventually, you get the abilities back. It takes some time. Just make sure you keep the energy flowing through the hair. And if you ever get your hair cut, I can show you guys this later, but you can recede the energy and memories of your hair back into your head while you're getting the haircut, and then back into the follicles of hair. Now, it's not as effective as it is keeping the actual hair itself, but it's a lot more effective than if you just cut your hair and all those memories are gone. Now, how to actually do this, like to get it more to where you're sensing a lot more, close down your eyes. Now, once you've done this, I want you guys to sense kind of like your scalp. Sense where your scalp is, and then kind of sense the pores where all your hair follicles are. And then you can use visualization or mobile body awareness, or kind of feeling the energy, and like focus the energy to go through the pores, up through the hair follicles, the roots, and then up through the hair, and let it flow down through the hair. And you'll notice, like, as soon as you do this, like, you'll be much more keen of your surroundings. So you have energy pathways everywhere in your body, and if you take advantage of these, like, you can have much more keen senses to what's going on around you. So like just going on the third eye, and it's pretty much, yes, it's the most flashy and most talked about like energy center, but there's so much more, and this is one of them. right here, your hair. And I mean, I don't just mean this hair, I mean your body hair, everywhere. Like, you put energy through here and you're going to become much more keen of what's going on in the environment. You'll sense the energy in the air, how it permeates it, and the feeling of the room a lot better. I mean, it is amazing what you can do with this. All right. Now, and yeah, it kind of feels a little tingly when I do it, but you know, there's some other sensations you guys might feel. You might feel the basic energy symptoms, and I'll just list them as energy symptoms, but I'll list them every time for any of those sort of newcomer. And if any of you viewers are newcomers, you guys can go back in the playlist and you can view the other videos at the beginning to learn a lot more. And if you're starting out, it's a very good place to start at the beginning, because I really try to work you guys up and build you up from the beginning. Because like, if you start from the advanced methods here, you're going to become very frustrated because you won't know what the heck I'm talking about. So go back to the beginning of the videos if this is where you're starting, or unless you're more advanced, so to speak. But anyways, on to the next exercise. Oh, I forgot to list the symptoms. Cold, heat, pressure, and very rare cases pain, but that usually is a block, but an energy block basically. Now on to the next stuff is your, let's see, what was I gonna have you do next? Your eyes. Now a lot of you guys have heard, like, your eyes are the windows into the soul. You can tell a lot about a person's eyes just by looking into them. And don't stare at a person's eyes. They might find that a little creepy. So but just when you're talking to them, notice their eyes, because what you'll notice is there's a brightness to them and a certain kind of energetic vibration, so to speak. And some people have noticed this, even those who aren't energy workers or psychics. And I had when I was, let's say, when I was back into like church and stuff, like, there was a teacher of mine. He could look into people's eyes and tell if they had retained their innocence or not. And I noticed I had the same ability, but on a bit more of extent. Like, I could see the pain in people's eyes and stuff. I don't know if he could too, but that's just what he mentioned. And I could see lots of different things that happen to people just by the look in their eyes. And it was really kind of interesting to see that. But also, I wanted to show you guys that your eyes can do so much more. Your eyes can actually project energy. They can project the very essence of who you are outwards. And what's interesting is, like, on how much, like, that can feel, what that can feel like. And if you guys want, I can show you guys right here. I'm going to direct a little bit of energy through my eyes. I'm going to send a little love to you guys for watching my videos and being here. And all right, I'm going to send that out. And for anyone watching this video in the future, this will stay around, so the energy will still be here when you watch this video. All right. All right, you guys feel that? Now you can the nice thing about this, you can send energy very discreetly, and that's kind of very nice. Like, if you're in a very public environment and you just want to, like, not even you don't want to have to use your hands, and people are going to be looking at you like, what the heck is he doing? You can actually use your eyes to project energy instead. Oh, you have a person here. What's going on? Well, I can't read that name. Oh dear. Now, what's going on is I've been telling these guys, like, how to, like, become much more aware of your surroundings with your energy, due to, like, through your different sensory organs and energy, basically. I guess is the best way to say it. Like, your hair, and also your eyes is another way to project energy. But yeah, just follow along and you'll be able to see where we're picking up, or you can rewind to the video. All right, basically for this next bit, you're going to want to, for this, you're going to want to focus on your, like, look at your hand and focus the energy into your eyes. You can either visualize or you can feel the energy. As I've mentioned in my previous videos, like, you can do either, it doesn't matter. But bring the energy up to your eyes, and you can either visualize or feel the energy stretch from your eyes and touch your hand. And you'll notice as you shift your eyes to different areas of your hand, the energy will be directed to wherever the center of your vision is. And you know, for this first part is like, you'll notice what will happen is like pretty much like wherever it's directed for the center of your vision is like how to best say this? Oh dear. Got an interesting person here. Delete that comment. Now what you guys will kind of notice is like the energy will you'll feel it trace along your hands as you direct it and feel it move along your hand, like wherever you're focusing your vision. And you know, I kind of quite like that because it can kind of tell you where you're focusing your energy. And for any of you that are taking my class on telekinesis a bit later when I have it all mastered or whatever, and I'm making some progress on that. It's getting better. I can move right now like some paper over, basically. Not much, but I'm going to get a lot better at it and master it before, hopefully by this summer, and we'll see where we're at then, and hopefully I'll have a class on it. But this is going to be very useful to you for those of you that are going on to that. All right. Anyways, that's the end of this video, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.